As I predicted. So just shitty to see them this way. But it's just, I think it's called black water. It's not, the water's perfectly fine. It's just the tannins and stuff being released from the wood and the other botanicals that I placed in these tanks. Which means every one of these tanks is going to require probably at least two 50% water changes. I am not going to do anything today. Today I am just going to let stuff continue to soak. As you can see, some stuff is still floating. Up here, the main driftwood is still floating in that one. The second piece fell. Like in this one, you can see a lot of the leaves have fallen and landed, and I'm okay with that. But like up here, these are still floating. Same here. I mean, all that's still floating. So yeah, the goal for today is absolutely nothing. Just let these tanks cook. I want everything to sink and submerge, and then I will start doing the water changes. Once I do the water changes is when I will take the filters out of the other tanks and squeeze them into this water to seed these colonies. And after my water changes is also when I will dose the plants with fertilizer. But yeah, all 4 tanks are cooking nicely. And if I'm being honest, I gotta admit, I really do like this look. Personally, depending on the animal, I would absolutely keep this black water look. I really like it. But considering I am doing shrimp and I want to be able to see them, black water does not work for me. But I could totally see me doing like a crayfish tank or a turtle tank and leaving all the tannins like this. Actually, that might be what I do for my turtle. Interesting. Sidetrack, squirrel moment. But yeah, just wanted to show you. Next day, they're all still full of water. They're all still running. We're good to go. Alrighty. Well, it is Monday morning. I'm currently working. Chewy's just finished breakfast. But I wanted to show. This is after they've now been full for 2 days. It's been going on 48 hours. You can still see there's a couple little floating pieces left. You can really see the color of them. Yes, Vader. Hold on. But, yep. So this is what they look like right now. I will be doing a water change on them today. I'm going to get that set up here after a little while. I have a little siphon system that I use that will drain these tanks about a third of the way, I think. And then all I got to do is refill them. So it'll just run, it'll drain out into a bucket. I'm not really worried about scooping out anything because there's nothing there. It's just getting the tannins out of the water. So I can set up, it's a drip acclimation tube. I'll set it up, it'll run into a bucket. Then all I have to do is dump the bucket and refill the tank. So, yeah. I'll show you what they look like once I've done the water changes. Just wanted to show this here. This is how I'm draining them. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry. It's just a drip acclimation, just running into the bucket. And what I will do is I will drain it to the bottom of that tube and then I'll refill it and then I'll repeat the process. This way they drain while I'm working, don't have to do anything. I could do it faster if I was in a hurry, but I'm not in a hurry. So that's the process. Alright, here we are. It's just afternoon. The top two tanks are ready for me to add water back into. The bottom two are still draining. You can see I got doing two at a time, so it's going a little quicker. I'll probably only get it done once today, because for this many gallons it's taking a little longer than my small tanks did, of course. So I'll get them drained and refilled today, and then I'll probably repeat the process tomorrow morning. Drain them again, refill them again. And then from there it will be when I'm comfortable with the water clarity. Whenever I reach that point where I'm satisfied with how much I've gotten out is where I'll stop. So, yeah, there we go. Alright, there we go. All four of them drained down, ready for more water. Like I said, it's a slow process. I'm not in a hurry. It is literally about 5 minutes before 5 p.m. and I'm just now putting more water back in these tanks. So, I'll show you when it's done. Okay, the first water change is done. It does not look like there's been any difference on camera, but trust me, they are a bit lighter. This one's getting sunlight hitting it right now. But they are a hair lighter, not much. I will do the next water change tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not in a rush. But, yeah, one down. Alright, day 2. I'm doing a second water change. We will see. I'll show you guys what it looks like once they're drained and filled again. See if there's a difference yet. Alright, it is almost 4 p.m. You can see the top two are drained and ready to be refilled. The bottom two are just about there. Like, it should stop anytime now. I would get up and give you a better view, but somebody is not allowing me to move at the moment. So, that's fine. They're starting to clear up quite a bit. I'll give you another view, a better look at all four of them once they're refilled. Okay, it is just after 5 p.m. and all the tanks are filled back up. You can see, I actually really like where they're at. I will probably still do one more water change just to lighten it up a little more. But I am really happy with where they're at right now. I've still got to kind of move a few things around. Stuff is settled. I want to find out what I like where. But yeah, what I'm going to do right now is let these sit and settle and cook overnight. And then tomorrow morning I will make my decision as to whether or not I'm doing one more water change, or if I will start seeding with the old filters and getting the beneficial bacteria going. Getting close. Stay tuned for more.